Hello ladies and gentlefrogs, my name is xAMK Epic, but you can call me Dan. Welcome to another Sony Vegas tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be looking at how to flow a tube clip with velocity. Now this tutorial was suggested by xAMK Hurricane, so we're just going to get straight into the video. Now I've already preset a clip with some music and it's just a normal leftover tube kill I got on Slums quite a while ago, where I just shoot the tube and then boom, it gets a kill there. So I'm going to show you how to sync this up how I do in my montages. So if you want to get your tube clips exactly how I do it, then just follow these simple steps and you will get it done. So just to start off with, I'm just going to play this clip. So right, so as you see there, I've mixed all the beats together. Probably sync both of the tube kills, which I'll more likely do, so I can show you guys how to sync it if someone fires two tubes. Even though the second tube hits, we're going to just sync it up with all tubes so you guys can see how it sort of flows as an edit. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure the clip starts about there. And this is just purely because I cut it at the wrong place. So let's just okay, so what we're going to do first is go over to this side, then we're going to just enlarge it, just click on this bit, then click on this down bit to enlarge the clip. So now we've got we're a bit more zoomed in on the clip, so we can mess about with it how we want. Now what I would start to do is I'd go to Insert, Remove Envelope, and then click Velocity. Now Velocity, if you've watched a few of my previous syncing tutorials, Velocity is this beautiful tool where it can slow down and speed up a clip along a tangent line or a curved line, so it's not a case of you having to slow it down frame by frame. What we're going to do for the first point, I should point this out, no pun intended, we are going to put the first point at 1.76 or 1.75. Up to you which one, but 1.76 I just kind of do as a rough estimate because it's what it does here. But if you want to set it to 1.75, just right click, go to set to, and you want to click 175, click, done. Then for the next point, you can see sort of the next beat is going to be on this mark. So I'm just going to create another marker here by pressing M on the keyboard. Then I'm just going to drag it down to about 50. And as you see here, it's come to 52. On the velocity. You can change it to 50 if you want, but just for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm just going to keep it flowing a bit smoothly. And you're just going to create a little line where it starts at 175, goes down to 50, and then starts at 176 again. And to kill time, if you want to, you can just put on each marker, on each main marker, you can just put a little 176 marker or 175, whichever one you guys are preferring to use. And then for each bit, you can just click on wherever you see the next beat mark and just move it down to about here. Now, what this is going to do is it's going to speed it up, slow it down, and then speed it up. Now, at this point, you can just see there, before it hits this beat here, we have got it, so it's firing already. We do not want that. We want it on time with the beat, because if we watch this... yeah, that doesn't look synced up. So, what you can do to combat this easily, as long as you keep all of this the same and you don't move it across, if you move the clip to the right, it will keep the velocity as it is, and then you can drag it across at a different time in the clip. So, at this point, you can see now that once we're at this part of the video, you just click it and boom, there, the tube goes shooting off. Then it's going to reload. And if we see in this bit, it's going to go way too fast. So we can just click in the middle between the 2 points, move this down, and then hopefully it should be synced, which if I believe it is. So if we move this down to, let's see how this one looks. That doesn't look too bad. What I'm going to do though is I'm just going to move this up a bit, just to increase it just the tiniest bit until bang, there the tube gets shot. So move it down to just before the tube gets shot, and as you see there, it's okay to move these up and down just the tiniest bit because it won't cause that much of an issue. So if we play this forward, there we go. As you see, that looks a lot cleaner as it just like slows down, speeds up, slows down, speeds up, slows down, speeds up. What we're going to do for this next bit, because this is the bit where the tube is actually going to hit. We're going to slow this down to about here, and then now the tube has hit about, where are we looking? About here. So what I'll tend to do for this bit is just move across to there. Then we're going to create another 52% point and create like a little valley sort of shape. And when we get to this bit, as you see, that's just worked out perfectly for me. But you can just mess around with the settings, but hopefully, yeah, as you see there, it's just going to ding hit. I think actually it might. Now I'm going to move that back a bit. It's just a bit off. So we're just going to play this now, and hopefully, wait, let's just check to make sure. There we go. That's going to hit there, and we're just going to create a little nice arcway just for the last bit of the clip, just to round off the clip. So we've got this really nice format going, so let's just play the clip. There we go. You see how much nicer that looks. And what we're going to do for the next bit is we're going to, where the 2 bits are for the grenade launcher, there are these grenade launcher sound effects we're going to add onto a separate video track below. So just right click, click insert audio track, and then on the first bit where we shoot the grenade launcher, we're going to move grenade launcher sound effect 1, which is going to be shooting it, as you see, like that, perfectly in time with the beat. Just listen to that again. Oh, that just sounds so nice. And then we're going to move on to the second one, and we're going to move another grenade launcher 1 sound effect. If you want to know how to get these sound effects, I'll leave a link to a sound effect pack in the description, which I did quite a few months ago on my channel, and you can just use these. We're going to go to the bit where you get the kill with the tube, and then we're going to use grenade launcher sound effect 2, and just move that so that if we zoom in, the kill starts about here. That's where we're going to get the hit marker, where the audio is really up and down. So just move that out a bit, and then if we just play this clip now. So this clip gets the kill, and then just end it there. Just don't try and keep the other bits in, because it's just going to be boring for the person who's viewing it. Here we see that's me firing the first tube, because I didn't need the dolly cam footage for me firing the second tube, and I think I used the tracking tube one here, so this is a bit annoying because I prefer using the dolly cam. Yeah, this was quite a while ago, so I used a really weird dolly cam because I was testing a lot of new things in the dolly cam, but this is a good experiment for a video. So because it's still at 175, we'll move it down to 100, and you want to just move it across very slowly into the bit where it fire the tube. So that's theoretically where I fire it, but we're just going to move it to where it starts on the fire. Then you just want to do the exact same thing, really, but I'm going to do it a bit more like bunched up, so you can see a different type of editing way. So we're going to click on this bit, we're going to make a marker, we're going to click on, where would it be? It would be there halfway, make a marker, halfway, make a marker, halfway, make a marker, halfway between each marking point, just so you know, not in the audio file. So for this one, I'm going to click on each little bit where we've got it at 176. Now we're going to go onto the main bit where it's going to be the dolly cam footage itself, and we're going to create a marker in the middle. Then we're going to move it down to 52. I'm going to click on this one, going to click fast fade. I'm going to click on the right one, going to click slow fade. So this creates a more natural arc. And if you didn't see that, because that looks a bit too bright even for my screen, we're going to double click in the middle. Then we are going to move it down to 52. Then on the one which is going downwards, you want to click not smooth fade, but have it at fast fade. Then the one that's going upwards, you want to click it and click slow fade. And as you see, the line has become a lot more curved. We're going to do the same on this, just rinse and repeat. So just looking at that tubing clip right there, you can see how we've just created a really, really nice flowed clip with the music, and we haven't used too much of the clip. We've just kind of narrowed it down to what needs to be shown, what people want to see, the tubes being fired, the kill getting hit, and then the transition of the dolly cam straight away, and then just once an enemy's hit, we've just cut the clip completely. And that has been it for this tutorial. Leave a like if you have enjoyed. Also, thanks for the support on my channel recently. I know it's all because of my Throwing Knife 101 video, but it's insane to see that I'm actually growing again as a channel, and I want to keep that growth going. So, once again, guys, thanks for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. Stay epic.